Eddie,
Malcolm.
I see No Shave November is treating you well.
Not really. I am horrible when it comes to growing facial hair, but you know who's worse? Mike Ross!
I'm literally incapable of it. Although you look like a homeless man, so whatever.
Fuck Mike Ross.
Oh man, I love you, Dad.
It's nothing crazy, just mildly epic.
And awkward silence. So,
Hey everybody, welcome to Mildly Epic. My name is Malcolm the Spider Fan Van Skyver.
I'm Eddie Stash Davis. You use my last name for reasons right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
oh, and Mike Ross is back again.
Mike Ross is back.
Yes,
again.
Hi.
we have this guy.
This guy.
So
He's
this is
back.
episode 17 of Mildly Epic. Great holiday time. Oh my God, we are so busy. But Mike Ross is going to be with us for the foreseeable future on these podcast episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe if people like him, we'll make him permanent.
Yeah.
But if not, we'll at least give him a tryout and then return him.
Real quick, Eddie.
I appreciate it. I come with a 30-day return policy, just like everything sold at your local Best Buy.
Best Buy only has 15.
Wow.
Well, I guess that's
If
how
you're
that works.
what is it, Elite Plus, or whatever. It's been a while since I've been there.
It's okay, Mike.
It's okay. Return policies and stuff. So real quick before we jump into things, man, I want to kind of peel the layers of the onion back here, and I don't think I've ever done this before, but I want to kind of talk about us for a second before we jump into this episode. We got a lot of stuff we want to talk about, but Eddie, you did mention it is a very busy time of the year. This is November right now. We are just days away from Black Friday. We do this podcast. We do not do it for money. We do this completely free out of the kindness of our hearts. We like to do this as an entertainment purpose for people who may, like-minded individuals who might seem to enjoy our banter. But we do have day jobs. We both work retail. We're going to be extremely busy. So what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to be putting some extra episodes in the chamber, just kind of waiting. So if we aren't as topical on certain things, this is going to be strictly for the listeners here, then, we do apologize. We're going to add a couple things to some episodes, but just to give you an inside look on the kind of stuff that we are doing here and our plans for the next few episodes of Mildly Epic into the year of 2017. And hopefully once we get to that, we can jump back into our old ways. So yeah, I mean, it looks like today we're gonna be going into some tech gifts for this year. We're getting real close to Christmas. Like I said, we're only days away from Black Friday. We're recording this today on November 22nd.
Second.
22nd.
Holy
We
shit!
have 2 to 3 days until Black Friday, and then one more day until Off Gray Thursday, or Off Gray Friday and Black Thursday. Sorry. Yeah, so with the holiday
Because they
season
bleed
coming
together.
up,
Yeah.
we have our top tech gifts for this episode. Before we really get into that, though, what have you guys been up to? Mike Ross, what have you been playing, watching, reading?
I picked up Watch Dogs.
Ooh.
Watch Dogs 2.
Ooh.
Okay,
And been having a lot of fun playing that.
nice.
It's got a better tone. I mean, like, the overall tone of the game is not as serious as the first one. The new main character Marcus is a lot. I mean, he's a more fun guy to play as. I never really enjoyed playing as Aiden, the guy before. He was just a wet blanket and he sucked. But this new guy's like he's really cool and the game is fun, and I'm trying to play the entire thing non-lethal, and actually a lot of the times I won't, like, while I'm playing a mission or whatever, Marcus the character doesn't even enter the mission zone. I just send drones, or I'll hack cameras all the way in there, and I'm having a really good time with it. It's
Nice.
very, very
Good.
fun.
Nice.
That and Rocket League, so
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you playing that
always.
every once in a while. Yeah,
it's really fun.
yeah, it seems pretty cool. What about you reading anything? You watching anything? Shows, movies, anything new? Interesting.
Looking forward to Rogue One.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
pretty much the number one thing I'm looking forward to. I saw Doctor Strange. That was really great.
my God,
I saw that
Doctor
a couple weeks ago, but
Doctor
I was really
Strange.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Visuals in that movie were just second to none. That was nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Reading, not really so much, but
My Ross might not know how to read.
I might not know how to read, but it's okay.
To go on game manuals called pictures.
Keep it.
Okay, Malcolm, what have you been up to?
Oh boy. Well, nothing too new. I want to say I haven't really been reading much of anything. I hate coming to these things and not having much to throw on the table here. But so I'm kind of on the same page with Mr. Mike Ross here. I haven't been reading too much. Watching. What have I been watching recently? I actually jumped into there was a show. I mean, obviously been watching Walking Dead. That's been kind of every single week. I haven't caught up with Agents of Shield yet. Still seems pretty cool. Are they taking a break?
Yeah, they're taking a break, like the election, and then there was like Dancing with the Stars or something. Agents of Shield comes back next week.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll be able to catch up with that too. I really want to jump into. I watched the entire first season of The Flash. I was really interested in that. That was really cool. What, you got something?
Yeah.
What you got?
The Grand Tour. There was a show, Top Gear, on BBC, and it's great. And I mean, you guys have probably seen it, right? You know, Amazon picked up pretty much. They pretty much made a new Top Gear, right? And it's on Amazon Prime Video. I saw the first episode. I thought it was really funny. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, nice.
So I have been watching.
There you go.
I did watch the first episode. They're doing like this whole 1 a week thing, not the whole Netflix drop, which I wish they would do. But
Right. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, it's
sorry to interject.
That's cool. That's cool. That's what we want to. That's what we want to do. I want to make sure we're keeping people updated with some cool new stuff that we're all keeping up with here. Gaming, just Overwatch, doing some more competitive. That's pretty much it. Nothing new on that front. I'd like to get Pokemon Sun sometime here soon, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've heard really good things about it so far. So, Eddie, what are you been doing, man?
Well, playing a lot of Destiny. Still ran the raid for the first time the other week. Oh, Mike Ross is shaking his head at me. Yeah, Destiny.
It's just a waste of time.
You're a waste of time. Playing some Overwatch, some Guild Wars. They just dropped their new episode 3 of the Living Story, which is great. We got a lot of dragons coming up. Besides that, not too much else. Waiting for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to come back on. I watched most of the election results. Hey, there we go. That's what I watched.
Yay.
But that's been pretty much it. Okay, so these past 2 weeks, we've had a couple cool things get announced and everything before we really go. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. The newest generations of Pokemon on Aloha Island.
Ooh.
Marilyn's been playing Moon all day. That's all she did all day was just play Pokemon Moon.
I'm probably gonna pick up Pokemon Sun during Black Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple games I want to get, and I figured I'll
Nice.
just get them all at the same time.
Yeah, just grab them all.
Yeah, Pokemon Moon. Now, have either of you guys seen the Cars 3 trailer?
Oh.
It's not a full trailer. It's like a teaser trailer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
doesn't look like a Pixar movie. Really, it's
yeah.
super serious.
I feel some
right?
sort of way
I mean,
about that, yeah.
It does. It looks pretty dark.
It kind of
Like
threw me off.
Lightning McQueen's getting into an accident. I don't know, but that looks pretty dark.
and like the art style in general, it's less cartoony. It
Yeah.
is. I mean, like then again, it's been like 7, 8. I don't even want to look up how old the original Cars movie is, but it's a couple years old.
Right.
So I'm sure CG has come a long way since then, but it looks very realistic as far as the art style goes and everything, much less cartoony.
I noticed that when I was watching it too. It seemed like it was much more realistic, much less cartoony. And yeah, it's a bit darker. It had, and what was the tagline to it too? It says, "After this, everything changes," or something like that.
Yeah,
Something along the lines,
something
yeah.
like that.
So very
The
ominous.
hell does that even mean?
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Really weird, but I mean, I'm interested. It's Pixar. I mean, they
Yeah.
know what they're doing, I guess. But
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Disney. So we'll throw money at it. It'll
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. They'll get some money from us.
did either of you guys even see the second Cars? I don't think I ever saw that one.
I did. Yeah. Yeah. My son is a
Maybe
huge
I
fan of
did.
it, so it's something we watch regularly. But no, it was pretty good. It was like an international thing, and like had some spies in it too. It was-
Mater was a spy.
Mater was a spy.
I
Mistake for
remember
American
seeing
Spy, yep.
commercials for that. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
I do. All right.
So it was good. I mean, I'd still recommend watching it. I think that they're phenomenal shows. I will gladly watch any animation pretty much any day. It's phenomenal. I love watching the style. I love how the things come to life, and especially when it comes to 3D animation, it's phenomenal. It's always the best thing to watch. So. But yeah. So man, what do we?
Well, we
getting
got
here,
we
man?
got one more thing real quick.
Yep.
A special viewer of our podcast sent us an email a little bit ago, regaling us that OG Xboxes came out now 15, 20 years ago. I don't remember this person's name. They were quite a loser.
I hear he's a very, very handsome devil, though.
He might be. Oh, it's Mike Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He sent us an email and reminded us. Xboxes, how old now, Mike?
It was last week, I think. They were celebrating their 15-year anniversary of the original Xbox. So, like, Halo, 15 years old. Well, I guess Xbox Live came out the year after. So that was, 14 years old. But, like, the Xbox brand launched 15 years ago, and they were making a big deal out of it all over social media and everything else like that. And with the NES Classic that just came out, I was just, I didn't know I was going to be on this podcast answering my own goddamn email, but I guess I was like, well, what if Xbox had an Xbox Classic Edition or whatever, and and they were going to put 30 games on it, which I would love, because Xbox, like the original Xbox for me, like that is high school, like just in a nutshell. It was so good.
So
and
Mike,
I sent you a list.
What is your top 5? Top 5 games you like to see on a classic mini Xbox.
Oh man, you're gonna make me pull open my own email. Hang on, I wasn't.
Mike,
ready
I'm
for
reading
that.
your email now. Off the top of your head, top 5 games. Go.
Shoot. So, Burnout 3 for sure.
Okay.
That's like
Okay.
one of the best racing games ever made.
Agreed.
Just period.
Agreed.
Probably. I mean, you gotta go Halo 2 with full online, obviously.
Okay, Halo 2.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay.
I really liked the original Star Wars Battlefront a lot. That was actually the game that I first learned how to twin stick shooter. The
Yes.
look and aim and whatever. That's how I learned. Not on Halo, surprisingly. I bought an Xbox for Star Wars Battlefront.
There you go. Yeah, okay.
And then I'm pulling up my list. I can't even. Crimson Skies. That's one that you got to have on there. Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge is a phenomenal game. It's a really good arcade flying game. It's takes place in like an alternate 1930s, and it's just really cool. Very, very awesome. Was that 5? I don't know.
That's
I lost
4.
track.
Go give me one more.
Steel Battalion,
Steel Battalion.
complete with the 40 button controller.
Okay. Malcolm, did you ever play OG Xbox?
I did. That's actually my first very serious system. It's actually my first system that I ever did anything online with.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 games.
5 games. Most certainly Halo 2. That's going to be with online accessibility, obviously. I would have to say, man, I was such a huge fan of Time Splitters. I'm going to have to say that as well. Time Splitters Future Perfect.
That's a good one.
Yes, yeah, Future
Yeah, that
Perfect.
one's
I love anything to deal with time travel is just phenomenal to me. I would say, of course, Burnout as well. That was, again, one of my favorite racing games of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I have to. I mean, Paradise was fun. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it just the fact that it was like the constricted the track. You gotta follow the set path. All right, so there's 3 right there. What else? What else I play on there? Battlefront 2. You named off all the ones that like I just in the back of my mind like yes, I need to have this as an Xbox classic. Battlefront 2, that was like my main one, man. Battlefront 2. What else? I think that's all I've got, man.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'll do 4.
Um,
What about you, man? What about you?
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Okay.
Okay. Not Halo 1. I don't need another Halo 1. I will never play Halo 1 again. Actually, I will, but I will never buy another Halo 1 again. I already own like 7 times.
Yeah.
Right.
Jet Set Radio.
Damn it, that was on my list too, and I forgot about it.
Oddworld,
Oh.
Stranger's Wrath. Knights at Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. And, okay, so the 5th one is kind of hard.
I know, right? It's always the 5th one.
I
Although I gotta
thought
say,
of
man,
one.
Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, man, that game, that game is so good.
You remember that one
It
day we
is
went
really
out
fun.
old game shopping and we went to Bargain Bills?
Mm-hmm.
And I found it and was like,
Yep. Like, I don't know if I had my original Xbox at that point anymore, because like it still isn't backwards compatible with 360, which is ridiculous. I mean, you can get it now on PlayStation 3 and Vita, because I just recently played it on Vita, and man, that game holds up.
And then you know
It
what?
is so good.
Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. The third Elder Scrolls game.
It is a stiff RPG, man.
Okay. I thought of one. Now that we were talking about. Do you guys ever play Psychonauts?
Psychonauts.
That's
Yes.
great. That's a great 3D platformer.
It
That's
was
really good.
It was one of those. It was really rudimentary, but it was mind bending to me just to play that kind of a game. Like I've never played anything like that before. It was
Well,
really
it was a great concept. I mean,
Yeah.
like the levels take place inside of different characters' heads, and
Yeah.
so like it wasn't like, oh, you have the ice level and the forest level or whatever. It was like, okay, well, this guy's a military general, so that's the theme, or this kid's nuts, and so like none of the level makes any sense. And that was as a really fun game.
Yeah.
And I think are they remaking it, or I know they're
I
making
heard
Psychonauts
something
2.
about that. Yeah.
I heard the rumors, but we'll see.
I don't know. But yeah, but yeah, there's a whole bunch on that list because like the Xbox has, I mean, like you think Xbox, you think Halo or whatever, but there's so many like unique games on that console that because that's whenever Microsoft was taking all these risks, they didn't know what was going to be the next big franchise for them, so they were taking and Sega gave that console all kinds of love with Shenmue 2 and Jet Set, like you said, and Otogi, which is a really fun action RPG. It will action hack and slash kind of thing. I got both of them. They're really fun.
Okay.
Tough as nails, but go ahead.
Okay, so now that we're done with that annoying viewers' email, annoying listeners' email. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Did I talk about you? On to the topic of the night. Top tech gifts for holiday season 2017.
16?
16.
16.
16.
God, I can't wait for this year
Do
to
you
be over.
do you want to try that again?
No. We like to use all of our mistakes.
Yes.
So, you know what? I'm gonna get us started here.
Okay. Cool.
Top tech gifts holiday.
What do you think is
2016.
the top? You got top 5 here, right?
My top 5.
Top 5. Cool. Let's hear what your top 5 are going to be for the holiday. of
Understand? I
2016.
work at Best Buy.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Mr.
Geek
Best Buy
Squad
employee.
agent stash.
Mm-hmm.
So my top tech gifts. GoPros.
Okay. Always a
Little-
solid gift.
Actiony GoPro cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. So you got these little cameras in there. You can take them wherever you go, and you can record anything. That's how like 90% of YouTube videos are recorded now when they're like not in like a little studio.
Yep.
GoPros.
Yeah.
Really cool. And they come with a whole bunch. I actually just sold like a little Batman v Superman kid GoPro the other day for like $20. Kid's gonna break it in like a week. But you know what? It's cool.
Still cool. So do they still support? They've got 4K now, right? Or they?
Yeah, there's like 4K GoPros.
Yeah.
4K GoPros to go with your new 4K
4K.
TVs.
Yes.
HDR.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. You can pack all that tech into a tiny little camera that's smaller than your hand. That's phenomenal. It really is.
You got these cool little things, smartwatches.
Of course.
I got one of those. Yeah.
Hey.
You got one of those. My personal opinion, the best two are going to be your Apple Watch
Mm-hmm.
and then
Obviously.
your Hawaii.
Bless you.
Huawei?
Hawaii. Mike, what do you have?
Do you have a stroke there?
Moto 360.
Oh yeah, Mike has
Nice.
a Motorola one.
Those things are pretty sweet, though. I like
Samsung's
those.
I like
good too.
it. It's nice.
The Hawaii's really nice. But essentially, little watches. Depending on which one you get, you can do everything your phone can do: email, text message, phone call, pictures, track your sleeping, track your eating, track your farting. There's a little bit of everything there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Farted
like
at
I use mine
3:45.
mostly just for like I use it almost every day at work. Where like I'll get an email and it'll just buzz. I can just like look down real quick, be like, okay, it's not important, or real quickly see who's calling me if I'm like working on something or whatever. I can just like whatever. Don't gotta pull the phone out. Oh yeah, and you can also check the time.
I'll say, yeah, you know
That's
what you can do.
also
You can
nice.
check the time.
Yeah,
Fancy
yeah,
thing.
that comes in handy sometimes.
It is. It's a convenience factor with these things. I mean, I have an Apple Watch myself, and I very seldom use it anymore. But it's something that I when I do use it, it's phenomenal for convenience. Because I always find myself pulling out my giant iPhone 7 Plus, and it ends up being so much so much easier.
My
Yeah. Phone chip and blow.
dick in my butt.
Okay, so anyway, moving on. You got your GoPros, you got your smartwatches.
Smartwatches.
Nice.
Above those, you know what I use almost on a daily basis? A Chromecast.
Ah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Chromecast really cool. There's two versions now. You got your one Chromecast that plugs in HDMI, and that'll cast any applicable thing like Netflix or YouTube or Google anything over to your TV. So you can take over your friend's TV with it and kind of show them all the weird videos you like to watch or the cat videos or whatever. And then you have your 3.5 jack one, which you plug into an audio device to just cast music.
I didn't know that existed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a newer one.
Nice.
But
okay.
those are really cool, especially because then you don't really need to have a super smart TV or anything like that. If you're at a party and it has it, you can kind of take turns. You can actually queue up YouTube videos on the cast, so you can have like 5 people just queuing up YouTube videos to watch.
Nice. That's really cool. Oh, technology.
We also have drones.
Fucking drones.
Are those still like the hot thing?
I don't know if they're the hot thing, but they're a thing.
No, I
they're
mean,
getting-
like, I don't have one, and I keep like looking at one. I'm like, would I use it? I can't think of a single time when I would use it, but like it looks kind of fun. But
It's
I feel
like
like
a
I
remote
would just
controlled
play with it.
helicopter, you know?
I feel like I play with it twice and be like,
I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
I'd
gonna go
crash it
inside.
twice and they'd be like, No, they're really cool. They're getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
I saw a commercial the other day for a selfie drone,
Oh my
which you
God.
control it
Oh,
with your
that's
phone.
cool.
It flies out and takes a selfie of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're too lazy to hold a stick now.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So, hey.
I mean, hey,
there's
whatever.
the drone that just like follows you or whatever. If you're like like snowboarders or whatever, will like do it.
Yeah.
They'll just throw it out and they have like a little thing on their person and it just follows them as they're doing their extreme sports. It's
That's
like
pretty
your own personal
solid.
third-person camera.
Yeah, I like that.
It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
And
like
then and all of my things are kind of like standard and everything, and we could talk about them. But VR would be my number one top tech gift.
Oh, that's expensive though.
Yeah.
Drones are like $1,000.
No, they're not. No,
Good drones are.
no way.
What was the
Good drones are
yeah.
like $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a good drone, but
Maybe a
like
good
not the
drone.
drone you're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
give
are you
someone
buying
at
a drone
Christmas or
from
whatever.
Kmart?
Probably.
Don't buy anything from
Okay,
Kmart.
then.
That's not a good idea.
No,
No, yeah.
No, I mean, like, yeah, there are drones that cost, between $400 to $1,000, and VR starts at $800 and goes up to starts at $400 and goes up to $800.
Okay, but how about like more of like a reasonable tech gift? Like something that you could see someone using like on like a day-to-day basis. I don't know. It's like a
Mike, I'm not
like
talking about
a
stuff I'm going to buy you.
Amazon Echo. Give somebody a smart home.
Yeah, I
That's
was
like
hoping
under
one of you
$100
guys
bucks.
would have something like this.
Oh, well,
These
there
are
you
just
go.
my own tech gifts there, kid.
Yeah, so we're just
Oh,
okay.
oh.
I
Wait,
threw in the-
I'm older than you. Whatever.
I threw in
Call-
Chromecast,
call me kid.
GoPros. Theirs are pretty cheap. I'm going to end on 2 expensive things.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
VR.
All right.
You got a PlayStation, you get a PlayStation VR. You play some Batman Arkham VR. Or some Rigs. Or, next year, Resi 7.
Yes.
Riggs was fun. Did you get a PSVR yet?
No, I'm going to get the Pro and the VR at the same time. So,
Nice. Yeah.
that's like a next year thing for me.
Yeah.
Eddie Stash is poor.
yeah.
Holiday times make Eddie Stash poorer. Oh, but you work retail. Don't you get paid all these extra for working extra hours? Yes.
No.
But I get people gifts.
Yeah.
It's the problem with having that Best Buy discount is you're more inclined to use it.
I have found myself to be a much richer gentleman after not working there anymore. I really do. Yeah.
I keep my credit cards at home, so I can't.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea too.
Yeah, true.
Mike Ross, do you have 5 tech gifts you would like to talk about?
Like the Amazon Echo is, I mean, there's 2 versions. There's the big one, that like it's like the size of like a Pringles can or something like that. That released earlier this year, and then maybe like last month or whatever, they released the Dot, which is like a much smaller version of it. Still the same. It does the exact same thing, but it doesn't have nearly as good sound in it. So if you wanted to play music or whatever, But like the Dot is like, I think it's less than $100, and that is a reasonably priced tech gift that is new, kind of released this year. It's interesting. You're giving someone a smart home, especially if they're a Prime user. If like they're a Prime member, that's an easy win. And then I would say a Roku. Roku's always a good gift, like the streaming stick. I got my sister that for her birthday, and she loves it. Absolutely loves it. She got I gave her my login for the NFL Sunday Ticket, and so whenever Steelers game is out of network for her, she just goes ahead and logs in.
Ooh.
No, we're playing real bad this year, but it's cool because it's the nice thing about Roku is it has no allegiance. It's not an Apple TV. It's not like a Google, excuse me, an Android TV or whatever.
It's like the Swiss.
It is like the Swiss, very neutral. That derailed me a bit. PS4 Slim or Xbox One S, those are new.
True.
I don't know if I'd recommend someone to go get the PS4 Slim. I think if you're going to buy PS4, it's worth $100 to get the Pro. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of those under Christmas trees for little Johnnies and little Susies.
Yes, Eddie Stash recommendation. If you have an Xbox One, don't get an S. That's dumb.
No.
Just get a Scorpio when it comes out.
Yep.
Because it probably won't be an Xbox One Scorpio. It'll probably be like an Xbox Triangle.
Yeah.
Or whatever they're going to call it.
A lot of people don't have the next-gen consoles. So
That's fine. That's fine. If you don't have anything,
whatever.
get an S. If you don't have anything, get a Pro. Don't get a Slim. Get a Pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, the Echo Dot's $50.
Yeah.
$50 for an Amazon Echo Dot. $50, you give someone a smart home.
Yep.
I mean, that's awesome.
That's perfect.
I don't know.
It's a good little tech gift. Yeah. I agree. Nice.
And I think that would probably be it.
Okay.
Did I get anything cool this year? Probably not.
Yeah.
I got a house, so I'm not really buying a whole bunch of tech this year.
Yeah. That's good enough.
With your new house, you can get one of those Ring doorbells, the camera doorbell thingies that connect to your phone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd
Those
rather,
things- yeah.
I'd rather have a Home Alone booby trap set up by the front door. like press a button and like a bucket of
Marbles.
decaying decaying fish falls on them or whatever, raw, something like that. That'd be really good. Marbles would be good too, or they're going up the stairs. I think it's like a log swings by and no, paint cans. That's what it was. It was paint cans.
Paint cans. Yep. There you go.
That was good.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yep, that'd be it. I mean, as far as tech gifts go, then of course your standard headphones or an Amazon gift card is always good. I like getting money for Christmas personally.
Yeah. You can get what you want.
Oh, yeah. Wait. What you want for Christmas? Money.
Money.
Pay
a bill, please.
What are you going to use it for? I don't know. I could pay a bill with it, or I could buy something with it.
Treat yourself. Well, I got a little list here. I actually made a top 5. So I looked them up, and we did it actually less than an hour ago because I was not prepared for this at all, as I never am for these podcast episodes. Amazon Echo is actually my number 5. The tall, little stroke, cylindrical one. So the one that's like around $180. I thought that was pretty nice because it's better audio. You get a smart home out of it. It's pretty cool. So you've already pretty much covered that one, so I don't need to talk on that one anymore. The new MacBook Pro with the touch. I originally wrote in touchpad. It's actually called the Touch Bar. Thought that was kind of neat.
Oh, Eddie, VR is so expensive. Nobody has VR money. Well, we have the new MacBook Pro. That only costs like $2,000.
You're not getting that for a gift, man.
No, that's not gonna be. That's like you got your rich white kids that are like, Daddy, please get me this new MacBook Pro. It's nice. I just want to talk about it because it's like it's got some new neat little features and stuff. But yeah,
why they gotta be white?
Yeah, features like it has no headphone jack, or it has 4 USB Type C's and nothing else.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I thought the MacBook Pro had a headphone jack. Like, I thought this was a big point of contention.
You're right.
Like,
The
Apple's
Pro has a headphone jack.
the new
but
headphone jacks are so passé in the past, and they're not the future anymore, which is why the iPhone 7 doesn't have one. Oh, here's our brand new Mac with all these innovations. Oh, it has a headphone jack.
You know exactly why they took it out of the iPhone, right? It's to cut into square. We're not talking about this right now, but the I'm not taking the spotlight. Go ahead. Go. Do you? I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. That's an entire episode by itself. So we can get into that on another day. But yeah, all right. So MacBook Pro, I like that. That's pretty cool. I've looked up stuff that I thought was pretty nice. There was one thing that popped up that I was really impressed by, just because I'm a huge coffee drinker. There's a Wi-Fi coffee maker by Mr. Coffee.
What?
Yes, yes. So the company Wemo, they make a lot of Wi-Fi cameras. You can actually just access them from your
Smart
phone as long
home
as you have
stuff,
service.
yeah,
Yeah, smart
yeah.
home stuff. Yeah. They have a Mr. Coffee Optimal Brew where it's same thing. You can use the app that's in your phone to schedule and monitor and modify your fresh coffee, which I think is fucking amazing. This is the future right here.
Everything is better with Wi-Fi.
There should be nothing in my home I can't control with my phone.
True.
I can control my
Exactly.
fridge,
Yeah.
my washer, my dryer, now my coffee maker. I'm pretty sure they already have a bed that I can control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for the smart toilet.
There you go. Built-in bidet.
Picturing your electronic bed, it just like folds you in half.
Oh man. All right. So I've got
Somebody hacks the bed. Fuck this guy.
You got your classic like Looney Tunes shit going on. Oh man, that's great. That's great. All right, and then serious with this one here. There's this thing that's actually one of my coworkers, one of my colleagues at work, actually told me about that she got for her daughter. It's called an Osmo learning kit. You attach it onto your iPad. So the very top, it adds a little mirror onto the camera, so it will reflect down and only record or view what you're doing directly in front of the iPad as it stands up. And it comes with a stand, of course. But you can do puzzles. It's interactive. It's a learning thing meant primarily for children. But I thought it was extremely reasonable for the price. It's between $80 and $150 depending on the kit you get, but it's meant primarily for like learning, for development of children. So puzzles, games, drawing, it interacts completely with what you're doing on the screen and what you're doing directly in front of the iPad. I thought that was really innovative, and especially for the price, that was phenomenal. So it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a little. I think that it's just called Osmo Play. I think is what it's called, OSMO. But it's pretty cool. Just another thing. And then of course number one is the NES Classic. So we don't really talk about that. So
yeah.
that's gonna be its own thing. I'm sure we'll have a nice deep conversation about that. I'm kind of excited. We brought up the price.
We
on
got
that
some
earlier.
time actually.
Yeah.
NES Classics.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to BestBuy.com and they're
do you
$60.
have any in stock?
No. They're sold out online. We don't
Nope.
have any in stock. You can't get one, Mike. You can go to Walmart. They're like $250 at Walmart.
No, they're not.
Huge
Bring up
price
Walmart.com,
difference.
Mike. Do not doubt Eddie Stash. They're
Oh,
$250 on Walmart.com. Damn, Mike Ross. I'm typing because I don't believe Eddie Stash.
I don't believe it is stats. You told me to look it up. This is already slowly getting stock. Walmart.com. Bam. Ba-da-boo. Whoa! Why? Why?
Putting this out, Eddie Stash, still not wrong.
Oh,
2016.
well, that's
great
not
year.
Walmart. It says right there, sold and shipped by Pro Electronics Distribution Inc. So
On Walmart.com.
not, yeah, but it's like a
Technically
marketplace.
not wrong.
It's like Amazon Marketplace. Well, he is wrong. It's not fuck Walmart. It's fuck Pro Electronics Distribution Inc. Fuck
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah.
Oh, eBay and Amazon? Oh
Oh, no.
They're in like the thousands.
It's nuts. It's especially like you considering like the person who this is for, the NES Classic, right? I mean, this is what I call dad tech.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
this
it
is something that your dad would see and he'd be like, "Oh, wow, I remember I used to play the NES back in the day
You
with my
remember?
dad." Remember?
I remember.
I would love to pick this up and go home and play NES with my son. That would be really cool. And
I'm not
you
actually
can't
even
find it
seeing the
anywhere.
NES Classic on Walmart's website, not sold by somebody else.
Yeah, a thing. They just bought them all up, and now, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Now, I agree with you though, Mike. That's exactly exactly the reason that I would like something like this for myself, is because I'd like to share that experience with my son, because that's what I had when I was growing up. When I was, it was early '90s, late '80s. I was playing NES with my father, and I'd like to have that same experience with my son. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, it's something that I feel like he would need to do. With the way that technology is evolving nowadays, I don't want him to just jump right into, okay, well, we're gonna blow this dude's head off, and then we're gonna start, jumping around and physics like crazy. I would rather have him have this 2D landscape where he can explore, have a good time, be challenged.
It's a shared experience. It's shared memories. I remember playing this whenever I was a kid. Whenever I was your age, maybe you would like it too. And you're bonding, and everyone's having a good time. I mean, like anyone who's in the know about video games or whatever, they know that this is a good deal for $60. But like, I mean, you don't have to be incredibly tech savvy to make a Raspberry Pi with like 100,000 ROMs on it, you know. But like, this is a real easy, simple pick up and play. You don't need to configure it or whatever. And
Exactly.
that's the market who's not gonna buy it. No one's gonna pay $250 for this thing.
So, speaking of that, on eBay,
okay.
in sold, so not like in like how much you want, but in actual sold, highest
Yeah.
price, take a guess.
1,600.
500
You wish.
people actually paid it.
$88,888.88. Sold.
That's not real. I'll bet you the seller bought his own item.
Wait, so just shy of
And
$100,000.
again, I can't tell you this. I can just say what eBay said is sold.
No.
There's one for 14,000.
No.
There are
No way.
3 that are 10,000,
Oh my
and
god.
then there's like 5,000, 4,000. Yeah, no, like eBay.com. You look under sold, and that's what's showing up.
I'd be willing to pay. I would be willing to pay $100 for this maximum. I would have to say, $100.
No, you should pay $60 for it because that's the MSRP.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah.
I understand Nintendo's probably a very conservative company. They don't want to have a bunch of stock or you know, like leftover or whatever. But this, yeah, it's that all over
You
again.
remember Amiibos?
Well, I remember. I had a
Remember
NES and a
Amiibos?
Wii Fit trainer and a Marth, and I sold them all online.
Yeah.
I got them all.
You still have them?
All of them, absolutely. See, Mike, I'm a
Shit.
collector. I
Yeah.
collect things.
Yeah.
Well,
You're a
la-ti-da.
poser.
What?
Oh.
Poser.
I'm gonna let that one go because you're my friend and stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. You sold all your Amiibos.
Please
Not
don't.
all my Amiibos, just the ones that were going for like crazy amounts. I'm like, I didn't know. I pre-ordered them all.
Yeah.
I'm not making excuses for this, Eddie. Let's get back to NES Classic. All right, it's in about me.
Let's not argue with our new podcasting partner here. Let's not do that. Yeah, so NES
But,
Classic.
yeah,
That's the whole point, man. I mean, yeah, the only reason I'd say I'd be willing to pay $100 is okay. I understand that it's limited quantity, so I would be willing to pay a little bit more for something that is harder to get. I get that, but I'm not paying anywhere near $250 to $88,888. That's just fucking stupid.
Well, like even at 30, even at $100, it's got 30 games on it. That's still a really good deal.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like four, almost $5 a game or something like that. It's less than $5 a game. I mean,
Exactly.
that's still a crazy good deal even for $100. The fact that it's 60 is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
and
like, yeah.
You got to think about it a little bit. Some of these games now, we know they're not physical copies of the game. It's digital. But some of those games, if you want a physical copy, you're going to be spending a lot more than $60. You want a physical copy of the OG Zelda?
That's some money.
Maybe talking like, $30 probably, something like that.
Yeah, but then you
OG
compound that,
Zelda.
you know.
Yeah, but then you combine that with like, Contra, or sorry, it's Super C on here, and then you combine that with all 3 Mario games, which are those are kind of cheap, but like you combine that with Kirby, and then you combine that with they got Castlevania on there, which is great,
Yeah.
and they got
Yeah.
then it's a hell of a deal. And the emulation's a lot better than it is currently on Wii U, because the Wii U emulation of NES games is trash. It's real bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've downloaded any NES games on Wii U, but it looks real bad. It's real dark, and there's a lot of lag, and I could talk your ear off about
Trash.
trash.
Trash. Well, that's
I
all I
got
got. That's
your
my
about
top 5
trash.
right there. I mean, that's what I got. I mean, I think that's some pretty cool stuff. Obviously, the only unreasonable one is going to be the MacBook Pro. I just thought that was the neat
I don't know,
little-
Malcolm. It seems reasonable compared to my VR. I have VR on the list. Macarons.
I was thinking about like actual gifts that your friends would actually, be inclined to buy. I would totally pay, $60 for an NES Classic and give
of
that as
course.
a gift. I would absolutely give, the Amazon Echo for like $150 or $50 or whatever as
Yeah.
a gift. That's totally reasonable.
Well, stocking stuffers too. I mean, that's nice. I mean, you don't have
Absolutely.
to. Yeah, you don't have to put a lot in there. I mean, it's just a little nice little surprise when you be like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool. Let's turn our home into a smart home. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, everyone, that is our tech gifts that we recommend for holiday season 2016.
Yeah, if you got any other ideas, send them to us. Send them to our Gmail at mildlyepic@gmail.com. I want to see what other people would think, maybe what they would recommend. Maybe hit us up on Facebook or Twitter too. So, but I'll let you go ahead and end us out here, Eddie.
Oh yeah, hit us up with our Gmail, Facebook, or Twitter. We will gladly love to hear your suggestions and maybe give us our own ideas for our own shopping. Because I don't believe any of us are started and or finished with it. But in the meantime, I'm Eddie Stash.
I am Malcolm Van Skyver.
And I am Mike Ross.
And everybody,
Stay
epic.
Shut
Shut up, Malcolm.
We're doing better with this. All right.
What happened? What? Did you get a poop? Is that what's going on?